Welcome back. Next week is Child Passenger Safety Week, but the group Safe Kids Maine is celebrating all month long. They have a full schedule of events across Maine to help keep kids safe. And here to tell us a little bit more is their Executive Director, Suzanne Grace, and Program Manager, Jamie Gilbert. Good morning, and thank you guys so much for coming on today.
Thank you very much for having us. This is a very special month for keeping kids safe across the country, but here in Maine, we're highlighting keeping kids safe in cars, car seats, booster seats, seat belts, all month long.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit more in depth about the mission of Safe Kids Maine and how long you guys have both been involved with something like this.
Oh, sure. Well, the mission of Safe Kids Maine, we're part of Safe Kids Worldwide, which is an international nonprofit organization dedicated to keeping kids safe from all unintentional injury risk areas, such as car safety, water safety, bicycle safety, fire and burn prevention, anything to keep kids safe. And Safe Kids Maine has actually been in existence since 1988. I joined in 2003, and I've been kind of off and on, but it's just such a passion of mine to keep kids safe. And I am a certified child passenger safety technician instructor, became certified in 2001. So I've been doing this a few years and really just have such a great sense of pride helping families keep their children safe.
Yeah, it's definitely so valuable and important. Tell me your involvement.
So my involvement with Safe Kids is I've been a child passenger safety tech for 12 years and just became an instructor. Also a passion of mine is keeping children safe in all realms of car seat safety, bike safety, as Suzanne had just said.
Yes. So tell us about some of the events going on this month and why you're putting them on.
So we have still an alarming misuse rate of car seats in Maine. Over 90% of car seats in Maine are not being used properly. They're either installed incorrectly or the child's not buckled properly. And so we partner with agencies. Jamie actually works for Maine Health, Maine Medical Center, the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, and she's on our board of directors. So we have a great partnership to make sure that we can get to these areas that need the help the most. But honestly, everybody making with their car seats, and I can say the #1 mistake is not having your car seat checked by a certified child passenger safety technician and thinking you're okay. We want to make sure that they know they're okay, that they know they're safe, not that they assume they are. So we have events coming up in Windham this coming Saturday at the Windham Fire Department from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then we are actually going to be at a social tomorrow at Patriot Acura in Scarborough with an informational table, and that's for the TBD Connection Social. And then we're going to be at the Windham Public Safety Open House on Monday, September 29th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Again, with education, we can talk to families, do some demonstrations. We have our Skellies also that can help us demonstrate the need for keeping our children safe in the car.
Do you think a lot of parents aren't really aware that it's being installed incorrectly in their vehicles?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. There's a huge disconnect. When I say 90% of car seats are used incorrectly, 90% of parents think they're fine. Right. And so there's a huge disconnect, and we want to bridge that gap. And even if you think you know they're okay, just come and have it checked. It's a free appointment. It's completely empowering and educational. We teach the families how to install their car seats. If they're installed correctly, great. We love to see that, but it's very rare that we see that. And when we do see it, it's usually someone who's had it checked by us before.
So I saw you brought in two friends here. Kind of explain what these are for.
Sure. So these are our Skellies, and they just show how a booster seat improves seatbelt fit. So seatbelts in vehicles are made for adults. They're not made for small children's bodies. So what a booster seat does is it boosts or elevates that child up so that that adult seatbelt system can fit their strong bones properly. And so our Skellies demonstrate when you have an improper seatbelt fit, the lap belt tends to be high up on the abdomen, which can cause internal injuries in a crash and spinal injuries. And then the shoulder belt ends up riding up on the neck, which is not only a safety issue, but a discomfort issue for a child. And they want to put it under their arm or behind their back, which is very, very dangerous because it removes all that upper belt right across the strong bones, across the chest. And that lap belt goes right on the upper thighs across the strong pelvis.
Great. Lots of amazing tips here that parents hopefully will learn as well. How important is the car seat trade-in event? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so Target stores across the country are offering this car seat trade-in event. They do it a couple of times a year. And what it is gives families the opportunity to recycle old, expired, unused car seats or car seats that are no longer needed and get them out of the marketplace, because we really don't recommend secondhand seats. In fact, a lot of manufacturers don't recommend reusing a seat once it's had its time with a child. You know, there are a lot of issues with that. So it's an opportunity not only that they can turn in this seat to have it properly recycled, but then Target's giving them a 20% discount off a new seat or a new baby item, qualified item. So it's a great way to raise that awareness about expired car seats, because a lot of people don't know that seats do expire, and again, get them out of that marketplace so that we can have, children should have, you know, new products and that are up to, you know, current safety standards, and that have all of their parts and pieces, and we know their history.
So there's so many distracted drivers these days, people on their phones, just so many different, you know, distractions. Do you feel like something like this is so important now maybe than ever?
Obviously, we think it always has been important.
Yeah.
However, we do have a lot more drivers on the road. We're going at faster speeds, and there are a lot more distractions. So we have families think, well, I'm a safe driver, I'm okay. That's great. But what about the other drivers that you can't control? We do have to be defensive drivers, of course, but the best protection is making sure that our children are as safe as possible in the car every single ride. Most crashes do happen at low speeds and close to home. And so people worry about, oh, well, I'm going to travel out of state, so I want to make sure their seat is correct. You really need to worry about that day-to-day drive more than anything. So it's really important that every time you buckle up, don't take a chance. Make sure that child is as proper as they can be, because that's going to increase their risk of survival in a crash.
All right. Do you guys have any last bit of advice quickly for parents? Maybe if they're a little bit nervous, first-time parents, something like that. Do you have any quick advice for them?
Always come in and get it checked.
Yeah.
That's what we're there for. Making sure they're in the car seat properly and the car seats in the car properly is the best safety they can give their children.
Absolutely. And we do recommend parents get their car seat checked at least 4 weeks before their due date, at least once every 6 months to 12 months. Anytime they have questions or concerns, or they make changes to their car seat or their vehicle, just come on and have it double checked. And this month, because we're celebrating National Child Passenger Safety Month, we're giving every family, every child, a new fleece blanket.
Nice.
This also serves as an alternative to keep the child warm in their car, so we avoid bulky jackets and snowsuits under the car seat harness or the seat belt. So this is a great alternative.
Good tip to know with winter coming up. One last question. Where can people find out more about you guys?
Our website is our best source. It's safekidsmaine.org. We're also on social media on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back right here on ARC Maine with much more.